Okay. Now generally these just pull apart here. Okay. And I like to make the key facing down at the bottom rather than up. Sometimes you can install locks whichever way and you can still make them work, but I hate it when the key's facing up. I mean, I want the key placed at the bottom so that the key notches are facing up, because that's generally how your existing doors are. Fit it right in that middle hole. Fit it in there like that. You're going to hang on to that. And then there's a little notch inside where the thumb turn is. And I might have to play with it a little bit to see where it goes, because there's going to be a definite way to slide it, and then I can slide this wherever I need to. Okay, and before I even put the screws, I turn the thumb turn, and that looks like it's unlocked. I do it that way, and that feels locked, so I can kind of test that out before I can put these screws in. Now I can back this out just a little so I can kind of look in there and get it exactly where it needs to be. You should be able to start those screws just by finger tighten. If it goes any harder than that, you know it's not in there just right. Okay, I got it. I'm holding the outside because I don't want to push the outside out just yet. I want to gently hang on to that. And the screw driver is kind of at a slight angle, but that's okay because I just need it to get in there. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Once it gets in there, now I can get my screwdriver in there a little bit nicer. Okay, I'm hanging on to the whole thing. I'm not going to get it tight just yet. Now, if you've been watching some of my videos, you should know how to put this doorknob on now, right? Now I can see there's not much slop there, but I want to get it where I think. I can also look at this and make sure that the key is straight, and generally this one is. But if I feel like I need to move it a little bit, I can. Then I can hang on to this and cinch it down. First off, I'm going to make it snug. And I'm going to go over here and do that one. I'm not going to try to over tighten one side before I get the other one fairly snug. Okay. Okay, now I can tighten that up a little bit, and now I can come over here and tighten this one. Don't overdo it, but get it pretty tight. Okay. Check it out. Everything should be working. Locked. Unlocked. Looks good. Okay. There's one. Now for the deadbolt. I'm going to kind of take note of the deadbolt and gently pull that out. Look, okay. You know, some deadbolts have different backing plates that go on. This looks kind of like a generic one, which is okay, it'll work. Okay. And I'm going to have to slide it through there. Gotta line it up here. Remember, I want the key to the bottom, plus the name of it is up at the top. I don't want that upside down or sideways or anything like that. I'm going to position this. You can turn this, and I'm going to try that straight through the middle. Hold that where it goes. And I'll line it up the best I can. I'm going to hold this on there where I think it goes. See, I'm going to look where the screws are, because sometimes the screws might be facing the bottom and sometimes the top. I'm going to hold it there and turn it. And to open it, I want to turn to the right. To close it, I want to turn to the left. I know it's set up right. Okay, so obviously I can't put the screws in like that. I just put it in the middle so I could slip the screws in, right? All right, look at that, line that up. And then I want this as straight as I can. And I'm going to try to fish for it. And I got it. I just want to do this a little bit. Oh, I thought I got it. It doesn't feel like it's going. Might have to fish for this a little bit. Make sure I'm up straight. Come on. Boy, I think I got it there. Nope. Just be patient with it, and you should be able to get it. Looking at this, looks like I'm lined up. Man, what's happening here? Line that up a little bit. See what I can do here. Okay, that one's going. This one should be. Okay, there it goes. Okay. Before I get it tight all the way, that's going to make this kind of snug first. I mean, less than snug actually. And again, I'm doing this with my hand screwdriver. I don't want to do this with my battery operated drill. I can adjust things, I can feel things with my hands, make sure everything looks like it's going right. Feel that it's actually threaded properly, because if you don't get this threaded properly, if it's slightly off and you ram it in there with the battery operated drill, you could cross thread things, and now you could bend the screw, break it off, you can't get it tight, and then maybe the latch isn't working properly. Okay, so before I tighten it up, I'm going to look over here. Make sure that the key looks straight up and down. Now I can hold that, make sure this looks straight up and down, which it does right there. And now I can snug it up. I've got it snug. Make sure it works properly with no dragging. Feels good. I'm going to cinch it up just a hair more. Okay. So far so good. What do you mean so far so good, Joe? Aren't you done? Well, I'm going to take the keys now, and both of these were keyed the same, and it's kind of slick. They give you 4 keys here. Okay, so now I'm going to put the key in. I want to make sure I can turn it in and out with no drag on the key. And that's feeling pretty good. It almost has a little hitch right at the first. Depending how well of a key, of a lock you get, if it's an off-brand or something like that, you might get it off a little bit. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm just loosening up this a little bit and not over tightening it. Okay, make it snug so it's not going to move around. Now I can try it again. Okay, that's going pretty good. I'm going to try another key here. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to try the bottom lock. This should be fine because all I'm doing is turning that, see? Unlocked, turn that. Now it's locked. And that's good. I've got it locked now. Okay, that looks all good. That's fitting fine. So far so good. I've got some screws left. You see here, I've got 2 long screws left right here. I've got 2 short ones. That's because we didn't put the strike plate. We're not going to put a strike plate in, are we? We're not. And if you get some long ones, you can use those for your deadbolt strike plate. Use the small ones for your latch strike plate. And the reason why we're not going to do that is because, see where this pocket is. I'll get you down here, right there where this pocket is. There's no way for you to attach that. So the only thing that's going to hold your latch, your door latch, is this side bit. The only thing that's going to hold your deadbolt is this right here. So it may slop around there a little bit when I lock it. Or if it's too tight right there, you can always ream that out or adjust it. I have not closed this yet. Let's close it, shall we? And see how well it latches, closes. Okay, there's a slight slop, and there's no way to adjust that, is there? I throw the deadbolt. Okay, that's good. Now, what I can try, okay, see I've got this opened here, and the deadbolt has that much slop in it too. Okay? So what you could do is, that's when the weather stripping comes into play. You can put some weather stripping on there, right? You can make that kind of snug. And you might have to go to the store and get 2 different thicknesses of weather stripping. Try a little piece, cut a little piece here and here, or you could just put it right on this piece and not here and here, or some here and here, whatever. And then you can take up that chattering business. But when it closes, this is nice and snug there. Okay? So there's a tip for you. Hey, join me next time on Easy Street. And you know what? It can be easy. You can start doing these things by yourself, and you can save a lot of money and get the satisfaction of knowing that you did it yourself. Come to think about it, you can do things like this. If an average Joe like me can do it, so can you. Remember that.